I headed off to Bazaruto. Getting there, flew along the coastline all the way to Maputo. In Maputo, we got into another aeroplane, flew to Vilanculos, and in Vilanculos, we got into an even smaller plane and flew to Bazaruto. Ganesh, nice to meet you. Flying into Bazaruto is probably one of the top 10 scenic flights I've ever done, because it's the Bazaruto archipelago, which comprises of 6 islands. It really is a sight to behold.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The sand dunes of Bazaruto are constantly moving. All the stormy weather and the wind comes in from the east and pushes through to the west. So these sand dunes are constantly rolling forward. And it's believed that at one point in time, they will actually engulf the entire island. The Anantara Resort really has it all. It's a huge property. And again, it's one of those properties where you go to and the entire hotel can be packed, yet you'll still be completely private.
Bem-vindo à ilha! Welcome to another Bazaruto Island Resort in the spa!
When it comes to, the ultimate in beach holiday, the Anantara Resort, that's your spot to go to. Bazaruto is one of those magical Mozambican islands that's very difficult to beat, and it caters for every kind of tourist, really. But it's also very convenient. It only took 15 minutes to fly here from, and here it's all about chilling out and relaxation. This over here is my own hammock. Chill time. Oh, now that's the life. My room in particular was a sight to behold. When I opened that up, I had my own bath that was sunk in, that looked out upon this tropical paradise with the beach in front of me. I had an indoor shower, I had an outdoor shower. My bed went straight onto a balcony that went straight down onto my hammock, and from my hammock straight to the beach. Couldn't ask for more. The property is so lush and green, and it's a really big property, but for me, it's all about the position.
Indigo Bay is the name of the bay. Practically 44 caves which share 5 miles of untouched bay. Let's say the privacy and the solitude and the extremely, let's say, sense of untouched paradise really characterize the stay here. Guests doesn't feel to be in a busy place. Even when we are full, the guests ask me, are we full occupancy? Yes, and where are the guests? Guests are around the island.
Anantara Resort is one of those special places where you can do whatever you want to. It caters for every kind of holidaymaker. You can be one of the people that loves to just lay on a beach and to diving in the most beautiful reef I've ever seen. And Nikki, who is this beautiful Canadian dive instructor from the resort, who also, I don't know, she probably had a degree in marine biology or something, because she knew everything about everything. And she was passionate about this particular spot, because I said to her, like, where can we go? She said, there's so many spots in Bazaruto to go diving, but the one place I'd like to take you to is Paradise Island. Because just off Paradise Island, they have this little reef, and for me, it's my playground. It's where I go and do my research. It's where I can spend hours simply to look at the different colors of coral and fish life.
So, welcome to Paradise.
It is Paradise. What island is this behind us?
This is Santa Carolina Island. It's one of the 5 islands in the archipelago, Bazaruto archipelago.
Okay, and is this a protected area? Because I see there's a deserted hotel behind us, but other than that, there's no life.
Yeah, no, it's completely deserted. It's a protected area in the park, so it protects the marine life and the coral reefs.
Nikki, is there quite a large dugong population in these shallow waters?
Yeah, definitely. You can find dugongs here and all throughout the archipelago. You can actually find them a little bit north of here as well, and it is the largest population in the western Indian Ocean. So around 200 dugongs can be found here.
And are there threatened species in Mozambique?
Yeah, this is one of the main reasons that the park was established, was to help protect the dugongs. They usually live in shallow waters, so they're quite easy to find, and they often get caught in the fishermen's nets. So this area is protected, and we have local guards who monitor that.
We went there on quite a choppy day, and when it's windy and the oceans are rough, it's a little more difficult to go snorkeling than on normal occasions. Yet we still enjoyed it thoroughly. I mean, she would take me down, we'd dive down about 5 meters, swim in amongst the fish and the coral, and she'd point out these interesting sights. And for me, that is a true experience. I mean, that's adventure. That's why you go to Bazaruto. You know, when you're snorkeling, for me it's even better than scuba diving in a way, because you dive down, you come back up, you're getting a workout, but you're completely in touch with nature. It's just you, the ocean, you don't need anything. And that moment when it started raining, and you could hear the rain through the water, for me, I was like, I'm completely one with nature now. I don't need any more than this. Going back on the boat, we were still going through this tropical storm, and I just, you know, my shirt was still off, and I was out in the front of the boat, and this heavy rain was coming through, and it was stinging me, it was hurting me. Like, these raindrops were heavy, and they were digging into my back, but I loved it. And then I looked back, and I saw everyone hiding underneath there. The captain was trying to steer the boat, everyone was trying to cover themselves up, and for me, I was just like, just give it to me. We spent hours and hours looking for those dugongs. Alas, we didn't find them, but at least we tried. For me, the Bazaruto experience ended on the sand dunes. We headed off on horseback, going up and down these spectacular sand dunes. And when you get to the top of them, you can see the length of the island, and you can see where the island meets the ocean, the east coast, where the waves are pushing in. And that viewpoint from the top was just, it was magical. And that's the beauty of Bazaruto. You can fly there within an hour here in Maputo. From Maputo, you can head down south, like we did, to Porto Mamoli. And then from there, you can go up north. You can go up north to Pemba, but we went to Bazaruto. And everywhere you go, you're going to be guaranteed to have good weather, fun in the sun, great food, and just the ultimate in an authentic African experience.